Good morning, fam. And I'm so sorry for the noise in the background. They're always keeping the grounds clean, which thankfully that they do that. They're on top of that stuff. But anyway, hope anyone who's passing by to this video, I hope you guys are having the start of a great day and hopefully a great weekend going forward. And before I forget, because I forgot yesterday, thank you so much to my brother Eric for suggesting that I get the Ash Williams, the 40th anniversary Evil Dead figure by NECA. No regrets, love the figure. I asked the question of which figure should I purchase, Ash Williams or the Nun, and he suggested that figure. Thank you so much for it. I will get the Nun, but not anytime soon. I got so many things on pre-order. Oh my God, on McFarlane, and Jesus, and with the holidays around the corner, ugh. But anyway, and also a special hello to the Silent Collector, Ventra, Sair, Richard, Kyle, and Plastic. I'm so sorry for not remembering your full YouTube usernames. Please forgive me. But thank you so much for subscribing. You didn't have to because my videos suck. I already know this, but it's a way to keep my mind busy where I don't start overthinking crap and giving myself anxiety. But I figured I'd do this quick video because I know a lot of people are reluctant or not really too keen on Mattel getting the rights back to the Mattel, not to the DC Comics brand. So people are worried about that. And I totally forgot that I already had a Mattel figure for the last 3 or 4 years. Oh my Lord. And the thing is, he was on my freaking stand this entire time. Plus I have a little funny story to tell you about me getting this figure. But let me show you the box first. This is the box that it came in. You can see the little banner there, or the label of Mattel. It's based off the Masters of the Universe Revelation. I think it was a Netflix season show. And based off the Masterverse line, I think they're like 7 inches. Oh, you can't see it. Oh, I'm an idiot. But over 30 points of articulation. Here's the side of the box. Hold on. Oh my God, I love this. The back of the box. The art is what kept me from throwing away this box. Because before then, here's more art. Oh my Lord. This is just so awesome. That's why I kept it. I didn't throw it out. Because usually before, I would just throw the boxes out. I never kept them. But anyway, I'm not as disappointed in Mattel, reacquiring the rights back to the DC Comics characters. Because when I got this figure, I liked it. I liked what I saw. This is the third version of Scareglow that is it the third one that Mattel did? Oh, yes, third one that Mattel did, because in the 80s they gave us a Scareglow from the Masters of the Universe line, but he never appeared in the original TV series. But one day I was, with my mom at the store, and I saw him and I just fell in love with him. I was begging my mom to get it for me. And she was like, no, we're here to buy food and all this other stuff. And finally she caved. I love you, Mom. May you rest in peace. And she got it for me. The original figure also came with a cloth cape. The great thing about the figure, the gimmick, was he glowed in the dark, the original figure. When Masters of the Universe Classics line started doing He-Man figures again, they gave another version of the figure. I think he had a cloth costume. I don't remember. But by the time I realized that they made their version, made another Scareglow, it was too expensive for me to purchase. So when the Masterverse gave us this one, I was like, I'm not passing him up. Now, here's a little funny part of the story. It doesn't say in the box that he glows. There's nothing on the box at all that says he glows. I'm not sure why it keeps falling, but it's because of my klutz. It's better that than the camera. So, when I got him, I took him out of the box, put him on the shelf. I get up at 3-something in the morning to use the bathroom, and the only thing that's glowing is his skull on my shelf. I see a light, and I started screaming. I woke up everyone in the house. My family was not too happy about that, needless to say. And my brother actually wanted to throw out the figure because he actually was spending the week at the house. But anyway, love the figure. It says in the box that he has 30 points of articulation. He comes with a Scythe of Doom, it's called. I don't really know too much about the character. He comes with an extra pair of hands, as you can see. And cloth goods for a cape. Now remember, just keep in mind, he's about 3 years old. It's when the Revelations thing came out. I had to rewatch Revelations again because I don't remember when he appeared in the show. But the origin from the original, if I remember correctly, he was a ghostly bounty hunter of Skeletor. He was a dead bounty hunter that Skeletor used his magic to bring him back from another dimension. Forgot his name. I'll put it in the description below because I really don't know too much about the character. And his power has the power to scare people, even the bravest of warriors. That's his power. Scareglow. And for some reason, every time I say Scareglow, I want to say Scarecrow. So I'm not sure who was created first, Scareglow or Scarecrow. I'm going to say Scarecrow. I'm going to say Scarecrow. I'm not 100% positive. But that skull looks amazing. This is the only thing that glows, which gave me a freaking fright. I wanted to die. So I'm not too worried, as a lot of people are, of Mattel getting the license back to the DC Comics characters. But I'm going to wait and see. And not to say that I'm going to purchase any of the figures unless their Wonder Woman and Superman looks nice, but I'm not going to start another collection again just because it's Mattel. I'm running out of room and out of funds. So I'll just finish with what McFarlane started. And I think Mattel has a better distribution with their figures as opposed to McFarlane. Because as much as some of his figures look really, really nice, he really concentrated way too much on Batman. And I understand that Batman's a popular character, but 5 years, it took 4 years to get a Wonder Woman figure, a classic version. And 5 years or 6 to get a Zatanna figure. And that's kind of ridiculous because I think she's a very popular character and part of the Justice League Dark roster with Constantine and Swamp Thing. And no Black Canary to go with Green Arrow? I mean, you can have the Batman figures, but if it's going to take up a spot for cool characters like Black Canary, Vixen, just so many others, not just the female characters, it's kind of silly. And you would think with Tom McFarlane being in the action figure business for decades, you would think he would know a little better. But yeah, so I figured, because I was going to get the Evelyn figure. She looks very, very pretty. So I would say, wait it out. Take a look what Mattel has to offer when they show their figures sometime next year. I'm assuming for one of the Comic-Cons, they'll be showing their figures. Wait and see. They might be crappy, or they just might shock you and give us some really cool looking figures with accessories. I already know that they're not going to be less than $30 with everything that's happening. So don't expect them to be like $20. They're going to be about $30 and above. Because they're already getting us used to spending close to $30 now with Marvel Legends and their 6-inch figures. Yeah, what's cumbersome is the plastic skirt. Even though it has like a little rip, but this plastic is kind of, well, it's like a rubbery plastic. But I had him since he first came out. No paint discoloration. And cloth goods. I just hope that Mattel keeps up. Well, they've started doing their figures with cloth goods. So I'm not, again, no worry on that with Mattel. Because Evelyn has a cloth cape and She-Ra had a cloth cape. The new one that came out, the one that came out about 1.5 years ago, I think. It was like a $40 figure. It was a $35 figure. It came with 2 head sculpts and, or 2 heads, excuse me. And her, I think one cape was plastic and the other one had a cloth. So I really have no worry as far as, especially what the females look like. They have no qualms about making female figures, as opposed to what McFarlane said in that one interview. It was just kind of silly. But yeah, no toe articulation. I'm not sure if they'll add that going, because I haven't bought a Mattel figure in a bit, so I cannot say what they're offering now. But from what I'm seeing, like with Evelyn and She-Ra, like with their Masterverse line, they seem to be doing pretty well. And so much for me saying I'm going to make this video short. I lied. I'm sorry about that. But anyway, my peoples, I hope you guys are safe and sound. And try to take a day, spend time with your family. Oh, Scareglow, have you been drinking? Jesus. But, yeah, spend time with your loved ones. Pick a day. That's very important to have a support system, especially now in 2025. You got to be there for each other. Try to limit your YouTube viewing, especially when it comes to social media and social commentary. Try to limit that, because it can leave you kind of depressed and in a deep funk. You don't want that. Anyway, love you guys. Be safe and have a great, great weekend. Peace.